Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl Roxy here, and I want to welcome you to today's video. So today I want to have a conversation with you about building muscle, specifically building muscle. I feel like I do a lot of talk about fat loss on my channel because a lot of folks are looking for fat loss. I mean, a lot of people get into fitness because they want to lose some fat, lose some weight, change their body in some way, but I don't want to ignore the demographic of you out there who are actually looking to build up your body. And to do it in the most sane way that you can, and to do it in a way that's going to work for you, that's going to really produce some amazing results. And so today I wanted to have a look at how to build new muscle and how to do it both in and out of the gym. And I have some specific notes about how you're going to go about doing that in a sane and very healthy way. So for those of you that are joining me for the very first time, I want to say welcome to my channel. Hey, what's going on? And for those of you that are returning viewers or subscribers, what's up you? What's up girl? What's up guy? Because I know there's some guys that watch too, but what's up y'all? Welcome back. I'm so happy to have you guys here with me today. Listen, make sure that if you are the first time here, go ahead and subscribe, click the bell notification so that way you don't miss a single thing. And even if you are someone who is returning, make sure that you hit the bell notification as well. So that way when I put out new videos, you don't miss a single thing, okay? And also give this video a thumbs up right now. Thumbs up it, because that helps YouTube to know that this is something that's worth sharing. And even if you're watching this on Facebook, because sometimes I put my videos over there. If you're watching this on Facebook, go ahead, give me a reaction, a thumbs, a heart, or something like that. Don't give me no angry faces, okay? So that way Facebook also knows that this is worth sharing. For those of you that are meeting me for the very first time, let me tell you a little bit about me. My name is Roxy Beckles, and I am a fitness professional that has been in this industry for over 21 years. I've been training since 1997. I am also a former IFBB pro. There I am, honey, doing my thing on stage. This is me at my pro debut at the Dallas Europa in 2013, right after I turned pro, 2 weeks before. And what I'm blessed to do right now is I get to work with women from around the globe in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond, and helping them to just reach their best body ever, their best body yet. And some of them are competitors, some of them are not, but the one thing that they all have in common is that they want to change their life for the better, and they want to do it with health and fitness at the helm. Now, I want you guys to stick around to the very end of this video because I do have something I want to share with you. I want to tell you about my free masterclass, Your Best Body Yet, because there are 4 things that you need to think about outside of diet and training that are super important if changing your body is important to you, and they don't have anything to do with your nutrition and diet as the first moves. So I want to tell you about that. This masterclass is totally free, and we're going to stick around to the end for you to learn more about that. And then also for those of you who might be looking to step things up to the next level, I am taking on new clients, and I have spots for 4 extra women right now to work closely with me in my VIP coaching program or my group coaching program. And also I have a membership community as well. So stick around to the very end. I'll tell you guys more about that if that is something that you're interested in. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So let me just tell you right off the bat, honey, I have notes today. Okay, your girl came with notes today because I want to make sure I get all of these points in. And so if you see me looking down, it's because I have my cell phone right in front of me. Hopefully it doesn't make my camera a little bit too shaky when I'm looking down to see what I want to convey to you guys. So let's start off with some of the best ways to put on brand new muscle in the gym. We'll talk about in the gym first, and then we'll talk about outside of the gym. So the first thing that I want you to do is to focus on how you are training and the types of lifts that you're doing in the gym. Did you know that compound motions have a huge impact on hypertrophy and helping the body to produce muscle protein synthesis and a bunch of other things, okay? And so if you're in the gym and you're looking to build your body and you're only doing isolated moves, let's say, you know what, I want to build my biceps, Roxy, I want to build my arms, I want to build my shoulders, I want to build my legs. And you're sitting there doing these isolated movements, bicep curls, tricep extensions, press ups, or you're doing leg extensions and leg curls or glute extensions because you want to build up those specific parts of your body. Those are all good and all. But compound motions are even better. You are recruiting the full effort of your body when you're doing compound motions. When we talk about compound motions, let's say you're looking to build your upper body. Compound motions are any motion that moves more than one joint. For upper body, we're looking at lat pull downs, we're looking at rows, we're looking at chest presses, we're looking at shoulder presses. Okay, all of those things require more muscles to be recruited and to work as one unit to build your strength and to build the body. When we're talking about lower body, we're looking at squats. We're looking at not really leg presses, but squats. We're looking at deadlifts and stuff like that. All things that move more than one joint. Great way to stimulate the body to grow. So step outside of your comfort zone and get into those compound motions. Another thing that I want you to do, and I talked about this in the last video, where I was addressing natural competitors looking to build muscle in their off season, and that's to play with tempo. Did you know that time under tension has such a huge impact on the body's ability to get stronger and to grow? Yes, honey. Now, I know some of you guys are probably in that gym and you're doing like, most people, you go in the gym, you're like, I'm gonna work out, and you're gonna just pump out those reps like, and you don't think about it, right? I want you to slow down. I want you to think about your tempo. I want you to get that mind-muscle connection. I want you to feel every muscle fiber working, even down to the smallest, tiniest singular cell. Time under tension has such an amazing impact on the body. When you're putting the muscle under tension against resistance, you're causing little micro tears in the muscle fibers. And it's those micro tears, when they start to heal, that muscle building hypertrophy can occur. So instead of going to the gym and banging it out, slow down your tempo. Let's talk about something easy, like a chest press, right? When you're producing the motion on the positive end, push out 2 counts. When you get to the top of that motion, hold it there, 3 to 4 counts, and then come slowly back to the starting position, 4 to 5 counts. Try a squat like that, honey. Your legs are going to be on fire, especially if you choose to like really push the intensity as well by lifting heavy. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But play around with your tempo. And that's just one little breakdown that I gave you. I mean, you can do this in a myriad of other ways. You can go out slowly, hold it for a second, and then come down quickly. You can do power training where everything's like chop, like boom, 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 boom. So you can play around with tempo, but tempo has such a huge impact on the body and how it develops, particularly when you're trying to put on muscle. The next thing is train heavy. A lot of women are afraid of training heavy because they're afraid they're going to look like men. Unless you are taking a gang load of steroids, you will never look like a man, honey. You're just going to look like me. Fabulous, isn't it? You're going to have some muscle. You're going to have some curves. You're going to be strong. You're going to be sexy, honey. Okay, and that body's going to be right. And if you're over the age of 30, honey, that's what you need to be thinking about. And if you're in your 20s and watching this, girls, y'all need to be in the gym right now and make it a habit. So when you get to my age, 40 years old, okay, yes, honey, you're going to be looking good. Because one thing that has been the fountain of youth for me is the fact that I've been training for years. And I was always in the gym. I was always challenging myself. I was always pushing my body. And ladies, it doesn't matter how old you are. It's never too late. It's never too late to take care of yourself and to change your body. And if you want to put on muscle, if you want to build, you want that curvy, athletic, strong, sexy physique. Because who doesn't, right? Like, I don't want a sexy physique. Girl, please. Okay. You want a sexy physique. Get in the gym and train heavy. Now, heavy is a relative term. If no matter what rep range you're using, so if you're doing 8 repetitions, if you're doing 10 repetitions, if you're doing 15 repetitions, if you do 20, that last rep should be a challenge for you to complete. Now, I don't want you to go to full failure because that will cause some overtraining. But what I do want you to do is to get in there and make sure by the final rep that you come within like 1 to 2 reps short of complete failure. Okay, 1 to 2 reps short of complete failure. And if you do like that, you know you're going to be really doing what you can to see the body evolve and change. The next thing I'm going to tell you to do is to increase your volume. Training volume has such a huge impact on how your body develops and how your body grows. Volume, time under tension, lifting heavy. Those things, along with some of the other stuff with the eating and stuff that I'm going to talk about in a bit, that is what drives muscle growth. Now, when I'm talking about training volume, that can be broken down into a number of ways. Like, how many sets are you doing for each muscle part per exercises, or how many reps? How much, training volume as far as the frequency of your workouts? How often are you training? So that goes a little bit into some sciencey stuff that I don't want to break down right now because I don't want to make this video too long. But what I would say is to not be afraid to get in the gym and to train for 5 days a week. Or do times where you'll have 6 days a week for a short period of time, not all the time. I don't really advocate for that. But where you have a short period of time where you really kick up the volume, where maybe you want to build up your legs. So you're going to get in the gym for 6 days a week for the next 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. And 3 of those days of the 6 will focus specifically on legs. The first day you do compound motions for the whole entire, lower body. The second day, maybe you focus on the front half, quadriceps and all that other stuff. And then on the third day, you focus on glutes, hams, and calves. So just training volume like that has such a huge impact on the body. And going into the gym and pushing yourself, doing not just doing 2 or 3 sets. Girl, go on in there and do 5 sets, do 6 sets. Change the rep ranges. I love doing what I call undulating repetitions, or undulating setups. Set 1, moderate to lighter weight, 15 to 20 reps. Set 2, increase the weight, 10 to 12 reps. Set 3, 8 to 10 reps, increase the weight a little bit more. Set 4, increase a little bit more, 5 to 6 reps. Set 5, increase it a little bit more, 3 to 5 reps, and then go back down in the opposite direction. Honey, the volume on that is going to really kick your body up into high gear. So don't be afraid to play around with volume. So now that we talked about what you can do in the gym, let's talk about what you can do outside of the gym. All right. And one of the things I want you to do is, ladies, eat more. Eat a lot, but eat well. If you want to put on muscle, you need to eat more. A lot of you are eating too low of calories to see anything happen. You're not eating enough to see fat loss because your calories are too damn low. You're not eating enough to see muscle gain because your calories are too damn low. So y'all need to eat more, some of you. And when I say eat more, I don't mean to start eating the candy bars and the burgers and the fries and the chips and the this. I mean eating a greater amount of the healthier stuff that makes you feel good, that's going to fuel your body to grow. And so just eating more of the clean stuff, really. And still allowing freedom, because I really believe in freedom and dietary freedom and variety, and having, we call them free meals, or, most people call those cheat meals once a week or so. But doing it in a way that allows you to eat above maintenance. If you want to find your maintenance calories, super simple equation for those of you who work out, and you work out several times a week, you can do 15 times your body weight will give you what you need to maintain. A lot of you are not even eating that much. If you have a slower metabolism, take it down a little bit, say about 13 times body weight. You're probably still not eating enough. That's as much as you need to maintain your weight, plus the activities that you're doing, living your life, going to work, waking up, being alive, working out, and all that stuff. And now imagine you have to take that number, and you can do one of two things. You can up it by about 250 to 500 calories or so, or you can take that number and up it by about 10 to 15%. Now look at that. Yeah, your eyeballs just jumped out of your head right now. But that's as much as you need to be eating in order to see the change that you want. And no, you're not going to get fat. You will put on a little bit of body fat in this process. But after you're done building the muscle that you want, your body changes, you can go back and do a mini cut and cut off some of that body fat. And now you have a body that's changed in shape and everything. Diets aren't linear, you guys. Diets and training program are not linear things. You're not going to just lose weight all the time and just gain muscle all the time. It's okay to up your calories sometime and then lower it back down to lose some fat. and then do something to maintain for a little bit, and then up the calories again, and just to play around so that way you're really giving yourself the opportunity to train your body and to eat in a way to get to your goals. Sometimes for a lot of you, that's where coaching comes in. And if this stuff sounds a little foreign to you, honey, you need to stick around to the end so we can talk about working together, okay? But I'm not done yet. So the next thing I want you to do is to recover. Recover, 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 okay? Oh my God. Because some of you are not recovering. Like, seriously, oh my God. It's not going to kill you to take a day off from the gym or 2 days off. It's not going to kill you to do a deload, to like not train for like a week, to get out of the gym, do something else, go for a walk in the park, go ride a bike, go for a swim, I don't know, take a yoga class, take a dance class, just sleep, I don't know, just whatever, get out of the gym. Don't push any weight because you're not building anything in the gym. Mind blown. You're not building anything in the gym, darling. You know what you're doing in the gym? You are breaking down muscle tissue. That's all you're doing. You're breaking down muscle tissue in the gym, and it's supposed to be catabolic. It's supposed to happen. The anabolic aspect is when you are eating and refueling and resting and sleeping. Some of y'all don't sleep. How can you function? You're not even sleeping, and you wonder why your body is not doing what you wanted to do. Honey, all of this stuff works together. So recovery is important. Getting out of the gym and having off days, having rest days, getting your sleep, all of that stuff, taking deload periods, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever your body needs, is all very important in the process of building actual muscle. And the final thing that I want to say, which is super, super important, especially for those of you ladies who are over the age of 35, over the age of 40, is to make sure that your hormones are balanced. Make sure your hormones are balanced. Make sure your hormones are balanced. I had to talk into the microphone because y'all don't be listening sometimes. So it doesn't matter how hard you work. It doesn't matter how well you eat. It doesn't matter any of that stuff if your hormones are not in balance. If your hormones are not in a place where you are in a homeostasis, optimized. And for a lot of you, that's what's causing you to not see the results that you want to see. Get into the doctor when you do your yearly physical and get used to asking for things because your doctors do not want to give them to you. Check your thyroid. Your doctors are not going to want to give these to you. Some of them will. Some of them you have to fight them a little bit. Test your free T3, your free T4, and it has to be the free volumes. The values. They're going to give you the regular like bound T3, T4, but you need free T3, free T4. You also need your TSH and your RT3, reverse T3. The reason why this is so important is because if you understand how thyroid hormone and thyroid function works, when you're going to the doctor and you get a thyroid panel, they're only testing 2 hormones. And really all those 2 hormones are telling you how the pituitary gland is signaling your thyroid to release T4. It's not telling you about how well your thyroid is working at all. Because what happens is once that happens, TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, is released by the pituitary gland to tell the thyroid to, hey, we need T4. So then the body releases T4, the thyroid. So if you're only testing TSH, the pituitary gland's signal, and the T4, how your thyroid released that hormone, you're not seeing the most important part, is how that T4 is being converted to T3. And T3 is the active thyroid hormone. And if that active thyroid hormone is low or it's not being acted upon on the sensors that it's supposed to work on, your thyroid is going to be inactive. Or conversely, if you have a hard time putting on muscle or putting on weight at all, your body could be releasing all kinds of T4 and that T4 is just whoosh, like all kinds of T3s running through your body and you're burning through everything, including your muscle. And here's the other thing. This is why you need RT3. This is for the hypothyroid people. So yeah, let's say your body is converting T4 to T3, but for some reason, the T3 is not binding to the receptors it needs to bind to, because there is a dark matter hormone called RT3, reverse T3, sitting right up in that receptor like, nah, you gone, I ain't got no space for you, gone somewhere. Now your body has all this T3 floating around in the blood. It's unbound. So that's why you need to know these numbers, ladies. Okay, I just broke that down for you. I could just do a whole video on that, which I will. But that's why it's important, why you have to ask for it. You also need to look at your sex hormones. You need to know your testosterone. You need to know your estradiol. Oh, Lord. You need to know your progesterone levels. You need to know your, so some of you need to know your follicle stimulating hormone and your luteinizing hormone, for those of you that are menstruating still. But the three, estradiol, okay, and progesterone and testosterone, those three specifically have a huge impact on body composition and your body's ability to lose fat or not. And if any of those are low or crazy, if your estradiol levels are super high, honey, your estrogen is off the chain. And you're probably one of those ladies that holds a lot of fat in your lower half and that booty, hips, thighs that don't want to budge. Check your estradiol. Check that out. And your progesterone, I bet you, is tanked through the floor. A lot of y'all are dealing with these problems and you don't even know it. It's like, whoa, like when your hormones are off balance, all of this other stuff I talked about earlier, it doesn't even matter, honey. You have to get that together. That's why I'm spending so much time on this particular point. And then for those of you that are stressed out to the gills, oh my God, welcome to, this century, right? Stressed out to the gills, working all the time, no sleep. Oh my God, like you're going through drama and everything, and you have a high amount of cortisol in your body. You need to get that under control. Your adrenals are just tanking. The saliva test is the best for your adrenals. A lot of times doctors don't necessarily provide that. You sometimes have to go to an outside lab. You can actually get a saliva test for the adrenals on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description for the video for that. But checking that out is important as well, because, honey, if your cortisol is off, oh, Lord Jesus, kiss fat loss goodbye, honey. And you're going to see all that fat in your stomach area, particularly. So, ladies, get on top of your hormones, because you won't be able to build any muscle if all of that is out of whack. It took a lot of research and working with different kinds of women from around the globe in order for me to learn this stuff. And I'm not special. I'm not a doctor, but I know how to read labs and I know what values to look for. And I know when I see certain things happening to tell a client to go and get their levels checked by their doctor to see if there's a problem. And if something is detected, to make sure that their doctors treat it. And if that doctor isn't treating the issue and they're telling them that they're fine when they're symptomatic and they're not, to find another healthcare professional and to work with them closely to be able to get them to their physical goals. That's something that I do all the time. So if this stuff is speaking to you and you really want to take your training to the next level, then I have something for you. I am looking to take on new clients right now. Between now and the middle of November 15th is when I'm going to cut it off for the rest of 2019, and then I'll be picking new people up in 2020. But in November, I'm going to be working with my clients, and I want to include you in that. Between the first week of November, we are going to be setting 8-week goals. And those goals are going to take us to the end of the year. And in the 8 weeks, we're really going to focus on doing what we can in order to facilitate as much fat loss as we can, in order to facilitate as much muscle building as we can. For my clients who are looking to get on stage, to get them to the point where as we are going to be able to start their prep in the next year. For some of them, that means losing weight. It means changing their bodies, whatever. But we're going to set those goals, and we're going to get to the bottom of why those goals are important to you. So if you work with me, over the next 8 weeks, we are going to blast this rest of the year into the stratosphere. We do this as an every 8-week process. So beyond that initial 8 weeks, we'll be doing more goal setting in January, and I'll be taking on new clients around that time as well. but I don't want you to miss out on it. Now is the time to start, especially if you know that you have nothing, to stop you between now and the end of the year to get your goals together and to really get there. Let's have a simple talk. But before we have that talk, I want you to find out more about my coaching program and to see how my coaching practice, I don't just call it online coaching, this is my coaching practice, how it takes the best of coaching and mentorship and helps you to get your training, your nutrition together, but also your mindset and build your confidence and really get you on the road to your success. So I want you to learn more about it. And then after you watch this video, I want you to go ahead and set up an appointment with me ASAP because I want to fill these spots right away. Come to rockstarfitness.com/VIP coaching. I'm taking on clients in my one-on-one coaching program as well as my group coaching program. However, if you are someone right now who knows that, maybe you don't have a whole bunch to dedicate financially to coaching, but you want a way to work with me still, come on over to my Patreon. I have a membership community where you can get workouts, you can get masterclasses, you can learn about all this stuff that I talked about today to a greater degree. I have over 30 hours of masterclasses, and right now I just released my membership site this month. So by the time you're watching this in the future, this video, we'll have hundreds of hours of masterclasses and more to help you to really get to your goals. And it's super affordable. It's just $97 a month as of this video. So come on in, rockstarfitness.com/Patreon to learn more about it. And if you want to talk to me on the phone before you sign up, there's a button for you to go ahead and request a call so we can just make sure that it's right for you. But ladies, your health and your fitness is totally in your hands, and it's really up to you to make the most of it. The final thing that I want to say for you, if making the most of it is something that you want and you're not looking for coaching right now, you just maybe want to be able to learn more, I have a masterclass for you. I've been telling you guys about my free masterclass, Your Best Body Yet. Come on over and check this out. I'm talking about 4 major shifts that you need to make, that every woman needs to make before she even gets to change her diet and training, if getting to her goals and creating her best body is the most important thing to her. Ladies, this is stuff that people in the fitness industry are not telling you right now, honey. And it's just my passion, to be honest. It's just my passion to really make sure that I am educating you as I'm teaching you what you need to do in the kitchen and in the gym to change your body for real. So come on over to rockstarfitness.com/yourbestbody. Go ahead and get yourself signed up. It's totally free. And I have some extras in there and by email to give you once you do sign up. There's a free workout. There's some extra, articles, and also the opportunity to get on the phone and talk to me about how we can create solutions for you to get to your goals. So that's it for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope that you found it informative. Leave your comments below. I love to hear your thoughts. I love to hear how this might have opened your eyes, some things that you want to add to the conversation. This is a we conversation, and I want a community. So post your comments below. I'm really looking forward to hear what you have to say. Make sure that you subscribe right now, click the bell notifications if you haven't already, and thumbs up this video. Like it, share it. Let's get some really great information about health and fitness out there that's supported by science and not driven by fads and gimmicks. My gosh, aren't you tired of that? Me too. So go ahead and share this with someone that you know will find it helpful. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Toodles. Bye.